Kat with Empowering by Design and Angel Divination with our reading for the weekend of January 28th and 29th of 2012. Before I get started today, I just want to send out a happy birthday to my sister Carol, whose birthday is tomorrow, which is part of the reason I'm doing a weekend reading, because we're going to be spending the day with her and treating her to a nice birthday with the kids. So happy birthday, Carol. For today's reading, of course, it's the weekend, so I looked to the fairies and the earth magic. So we'll be hearing from the healing fairies, the magical fairies, and of course something from the earth magic. So I like to hear from Mother Earth on the weekend and check in with her for messages. At least I think of that deck as being very much a Mother Earth based deck, and to me the messages in it, it's so earthy that it's something, it feels to me like messages from her that we can all tune in with. And because what goes on with the earth, we are also very much in tune with. So let's see what the healing fairies, let's start out with them and what their message is for us for today. For the YouTube community for the weekend. Alrighty. Ooh, oh, there's two that popped out here. Oh boy. Romantic partner and make music. Okay. This, gosh, the romantic partner and the messages that have been around that this weekend, not just with many of the other YouTube card readers. I think Henry yesterday got the Shamuel Beloved One card. And it's a message that's been around in the card decks a lot lately, a strong message of love. And for those of you out there who are looking for a romantic relationship, and also for those who are already in one, it's a message about the focus being on that this weekend, that you may in fact meet someone new or develop some part of this romantic part of a relationship you've currently in. Maybe there is someone that you've already met, and it signifies the development of a romantic relationship with that person. And of course, the Make Music card lends to that. Music lends to romance. Maybe it involves going out dancing, but there's a real positive light that's coming in around this, and romantic, love-based relationships. So feel the love and enjoy what is going on. So, for those of you who are already in committed relationships, it may symbolize, some kind of spark of new romance there. Maybe you get some time alone with the partner in your life to go out and enjoy going to see a band, or going out to eat where there's nice, quiet music. It's kind of funny that it comes here we are at the end of January. It's sort of like this preliminary intro to the month of February, which we all associate with being about, romantic love and honoring your sweetheart, things of that nature. So get into romance this weekend and see what it holds for you. I mean, yesterday we got the card, Open Your Heart to Love. And that is the best way, if you are someone looking for a new relationship, it's the best way to allow that new romantic partner to come in, is to open your heart to love. And I do feel that card yesterday represented that, you may have experienced either something yesterday or coming up over the weekend. Hi, Stripey. That it's an experience that's a heart-softening one for you, that allows you to be able to, let your guard down and be more compassionate and, get into your heart-centered loving space. So let's see what the magical fairies want to tell us today. Wow, that message, I'm amazed at the way that keeps coming up. There's a real strong current with that going around right now. And hold positive expectations about it. So, all right, let's see. Ooh. Admit your true feelings to yourself is what the magical fairies are urging us to do. It says, be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So, it has to do, again, with new partnerships and relationships. It's so many of them are about being open and honest with your feelings. And the best way to do that is to admit them to yourself first. So I also feel like this card says that if you're a little afraid, it's okay. Acknowledge that to yourself, and maybe acknowledge it to someone new that you're meeting. This feels a little uncomfortable and awkward to me. So, and by putting your feelings out there, that will also open the doorway for them to put their feelings out there. But it begins with acknowledging it to yourself. So, I feel like that's part of it. Just be willing to admit your true feelings, and put that out there. So let's see where we can put this. And yeah, openness is really key. I mean, obviously you don't have to, pour your whole heart out to somebody that you've just met, but it's just important to be willing to, be open and honest. More and more people these days, with everything going on in the world, people are valuing and appreciating much more someone who is open and honest in their communication. So rather than I see this a lot, people are looking for someone who doesn't want to play games. So remember that, and then I feel like that's what that card speaks to, and the fact that it's okay to be a little afraid. It's natural to feel a little nervous or uncomfortable. So call on the angels for help with that. And oh boy. Okay, so from the Earth Magic Oracle card deck, we got this beautiful card again of Emergence. I love this card. It is called the Dragonfly, and there are several dragonflies on it. And it says that something very new, wonderful, and beautiful is emerging. And I know many readers, and including Doreen, have sensed that as we go into February, that there's a real lifting. There's a lot of wonderful light and uplifted energy coming in the month of February. Now, I generally feel that the Earth Magic deck is connected to Mother Earth, and dragonflies emerge out of the water, and unlike some other, unlike a butterfly, which has a transformation process of going through, a cocoon stage. Dragonflies don't have that. So it suggests that, something new that's rising up is going to maybe take off and move forward pretty quickly. There isn't a long process going on there. So we may find that, the new relationship that emerges is one that moves forward very, very quickly. And maybe it's just because it's the right time, the right place for it. You're open to this, new person who's maybe a healthier relationship for you, and it's ready. So take heart in that. It can feel a little intimidating sometimes when things move really fast. We want to put on the brakes and say, whoa, okay, is this is moving along really fast, But some things do move along quickly, and especially if it feels like the right thing for you. So there's a lot of new growth that comes out of it. And there's in the front of this card is all sorts of lotus flowers, which symbolize unfoldment. Now, as far as messages from with regard to the earth and its changes, ultimately, I think it's calling our attention to the waters and to be mindful of what's going on in the waters. We've seen a lot of, in some ways, it may be that we see things, for a long time now, there's been things that have dumped in the oceans, and sometimes to our awareness, but sometimes also things that the public isn't aware of. It's not something you'd see on the mainstream media news channels. So it's a message to be mindful, because we may see things start to get churned up in the water, especially as there's shifts and changes in currents. If there's been earth movements that are causing additional waves, possible tsunamis, things of that nature, we may see things rise up out of the water in terms of maybe things being washed up on the shore, and to be mindful of that, okay? And it's a real, the dragonfly symbolizes that there's changes that we need to make too. And it's just in general about change going on, changes that are integral to our growth as a person and as a society. And change is part of life. It's part of earth life. It's part of the earth is always changing. It's never stagnant. And we need to change along with it. And in fact, we are changing along with it because we're connected to the earth. And so as the earth's rhythms and cycles change, so are we. And so it's an urging to pay attention to that. So pay attention to the waters and the emergence of changes in your life. And many of these changes are positive changes. But as I look at the card, this is a goddess that's coming out of here. So it suggests that as we pay attention to what's going on with the waters of the earth, it's about knowing that they need love and nurturing, okay? That feminine energy, the feminine principle that cares for things, that nourishes things, that the waters need our love and care, the waters need our healing and prayers, and so extend that out to them today, this weekend. So, and it may also be a message for you to be near water for your own personal healing. So that may be part of it too. Anyways, those are the messages I have for this weekend. I wish you a lovely, enjoyable weekend. Enjoy whatever romance comes your way this weekend and whatever music you listen to and enjoy with friends or others. And take care, and I'll speak with you